An injury-riddled season last year ruined any chances the Niners had of repeating as division champs. But with a lot of their stars returning again this year, can we take them seriously as Super Bowl contenders once again? I'm Tommy Osborne with an analysis of the San Francisco 49ers heading into next season. One of the biggest moves of the offseason was when the Niners traded up to number 3 overall to draft quarterback Trey Lance. I'm a really big fan of this move. I think he has what it takes to be a solid franchise quarterback for years to come. The biggest critique on him is that he might need some time on the bench to learn and polish his mechanics, but I don't think that's a huge problem. The Niners roster is built perfectly to support him, and they'll be fine with Jimmy Garoppolo anyways. Lance is definitely the quarterback of the future, but Jimmy G is good enough to get some wins and allow Lance time to get ready. I expect him to start at some point this season, and when he does, I expect a huge boost for this team. Sort of like what Justin Herbert did for the LA Chargers last season. This entire offense is built to succeed, regardless of who's under center. George Kittle is arguably the best tight end in the league. He's fast enough to blow by linebackers trying to cover him, and big enough to completely dominate smaller cornerbacks trying to stop him. And he also happens to be an amazing run blocker too. Kittle bolsters an already strong running game that should feature a good committee with Raheem Mostert, Wayne Gallman, and third-round draft pick Trey Sermon. All three of these guys force opponents to respect the run, and the O-line is also great at opening up running lanes for these guys. Just in case their run game wasn't strong enough already, they re-signed fullback Kyle Juszczyk too, who is essentially an O-lineman that can run. They also feature a solid 1-2 duo wide receiver with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. Samuel and Ayuk add an element of speed that forces defenses to respect the deep ball, giving Kittle and the running backs plenty of room to work underneath. On the other side of the field, the defense should get a huge boost from last season with the return of Nick Bosa. If he's able to return to full strength, he is a game-changing force that can take over on any given play. His dominance on the line forces opponents to change their game plans just for him. He also has a ridiculously good line supporting him, with guys like Arik Armstead, Javon Kinlaw, and Dee Ford all lining up alongside him. Losing Solomon Thomas in free agency will hurt, but there's enough talent on this line, so I don't expect a dip in production. Their D-line is definitely the strength of the unit, but they're solid at all the other levels too. For linebackers, they have first-team All-Pro Fred Warner leading the unit. He is constantly all over the place and disrupting any play near him. Dre Greenlaw and Azeez Al-Shaair round out this unit, so there's really no weak point. The linebackers plus D-line form one of the most formidable front sevens in the league that's capable of shutting anyone down. The cornerbacks are solid, but not elite. Jason Verrett and safety Jimmy Ward are great, but I'm not so sure about Emmanuel Mosley and Jaquiski Tart. They're certainly not bad, but opponents could look to target them. Luckily, the rest of the defense is so good that this shouldn't be a huge issue. That front seven won't give offenses time to punish them with the deep ball. The NFC West figures to be the best division in the league this year, but I think the Niners have what it takes to be the division champions. I said in my Rams video that I think the Rams will win it all, and I still think that, but the Niners should pose a serious threat. That offense has some serious home run potential, especially when Trey Lance gets added into the mix. And then a defense that could be top 10, and overall you have a roster that doesn't really have any real weaknesses. I don't think they're going to go and win the Super Bowl this year, but there's so many strength that they should at least do some serious damage in the playoffs. And that wraps up my Niners analysis. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I plan on doing one of these for every single team in the league. In fact, I did over half the teams now, so maybe you should go find your favorite team and see if I've already done them. Thanks for watching All Sports. I'm Tommy Osborne.